Our production is done in conjunction with Oklahoma Children's Theater. We do a co-pro every other year with Oklahoma Children's Theater. And between them and the dean and the season selection advisory board, Lord of the Flies was chosen to be part of our season. And then after it was chosen, I think they decided it was going to be all female, probably to serve our undergraduate population, which has a plethora of really talented young actresses. And it has been done, but with all schoolgirls, because it is schoolboys. And what I think is truly unique about our production is that I'm calling on our long history here at Oklahoma City University of having such successful pageantry that now it is a plane of pageant girls that crashes instead of just schoolgirls. Miss OCU herself, Cameron Sanders, came to our rehearsal and taught us all about how to move and how to walk, how to sit, and all this sort of stuff. And she was thrilled to be at our rehearsal after she had spent so much time learning this herself. She said, "I'm so glad somebody else wants to learn about it."
It's a very well-written book. There's a lot of really beautiful language in it, I think. And the play takes the language and makes it into something that's perhaps more active and geared towards theater.
It is the same script entirely. We have to do very clever things to justify some of the things that we're doing, but we are justifying all of the text. Now, one thing that we were given permission to do from the Rights House was to change the male names to female names. So what we have done is that the women all adopt their state names from the pageant.
Kate's methods of rehearsing are perhaps not the conventional methods that OCU is used to. Blocking is organic, which means that we come up with it. She doesn't necessarily tell us where to go when. She suggests things, and if they work, we keep them. And I think that's given me a lot more freedom to feel like I can do so many more different things with it. And sometimes I feel like I get stuck, but I think this process has been really helpful in pushing me to remind myself to not get stuck in one way of doing it, just because of the way she does it.
I asked for the set to be a giant playground, and it very much is. There are a lot of things to climb, there's a lot of things to jump off of. It transforms throughout the show as the girls learn to use things that they find to build other stuff on set.
She did a good job of making sure there's a lot of different things to play with. Like, it's not just, like, there's not just like a slide. Like, the slide is clever, and like, it's not just like, you know, like a thing to climb. Like, there's different ways to climb it. So I think that the set is very clever in that. Like, there's so many different ways to use it.
The thing about theater is that it's always changing. It is an art that is living and breathing and always alive. And our production of Lord of the Flies, for sure, is going to be unlike anything that has ever been done with Lord of the Flies before, as will the next production that's done, as will the one after that, because it's not just a video. Sorry. It's not just a video of something that never changes, you know? It's not something that you can then call, it is in time with you. And that's a shared experience. And whether we know it or not, we crave to have that experience in real time. To be part of an audience, to be on stage, to be sharing something that's happening in real time together.
I think it's really interesting that they're now female, and I think that the ability for me to relate to them has increased so much more, especially now that their ages have been raised, so they're all teenagers. And so when I think about myself when I was 17 years old, and if I had been stranded on a desert island, like, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what any of them would have done. I think the youngest character is like 13 at this point, so it's just very interesting. And I'm really excited for little girls to come see this show with their male classmates. And so little girls can see it and be like, I can do that. And like, it doesn't have to be just like these little boys. It doesn't have to be little schoolboys. It can be whatever I want it to be. And that's what theater is supposed to be. It's supposed to be malleable and change and be able to change over time.
Our Friday night, our considered opening night on Friday night, October 27th, we're considering pageant night, and it is a dress-up event. So everyone will come in their finest. If you're looking for something to do, tickets are very affordable. It's close by. Why wouldn't you stop by? And OCU is known for being a really exceptional arts campus. So why not now go in and see the people that are probably going to be, you know, at Steppenwolf and on Broadway and at the Globe in the future. And now you probably get to pay like $8 to see them, you know.